What's going on, guys? It's Muji or Lamaj here. Today in this video, this is my first video and it's going to be a vlog style format. Today it's going to be a full day of eating on a rest day. So I'm excited to show you guys what I do and how my meals go. Also a heads up, I'm watching the UFC as it is currently Sunday in Australia. We're in Gary Carlos Prates fighting today. So I'm really excited for these fights. The first thing I do in the morning is get on the treadmill straight away. I like some adversity when I wake up, so let's get to it. Just about to get on the treadmill, and I just film my phone real quick to show you I'm watching the fights. Wow, that's crazy. And he gets dropped as soon as I show you. Wow. Today I'm aiming for 30 minutes of track treadmill cardio. On the treadmill, if I'm a bit bored, usually I'll write down some notes for some short ideas, you know. And then also, if it's a day like Sundays, I get to watch the UFC. And so I really do enjoy that. That definitely passes the time fast. And yeah, on the treadmill, it's just about how much time can you waste, really. It's never too challenging. But I do like to get it done in the mornings, as it just frees my day up. It makes it so much more convenient for me. 4.7 speed and 10 incline. Randy Brown just put Nicholas Dowie to sleep. Holy sh! Alright, next bout, Abus Nurmagomedov versus Mikael Pereira. I've picked Mikael Pereira to win this fight, but, you know, no promises here. This is a 50-50, I think. But yeah, I'm just excited to see this one. I really do feel like with this fight, it's whoever gets out first loses. Let's go. First round. First round has been all Abus Nurmagomedov. And then we go 30 minutes of track treadmill cardio. Let's go. That's a great way to start off the day. Alright, this is just a little physique update in some natural lighting. And I'll post a clip of what I look like 93 days ago compared to this so far. So just finish off the treadmill. Like I said previous, I love some adversity at the start of the day. It just kind of gets my body going. Today I was surprisingly breathing quite heavy on the treadmill. I don't know why that was. I only did 30 minutes, 10 incline and 4.7 speed, which isn't too much for me. I'm usually going 10.5 incline and 4.8 speed. However, the treadmill at the house doesn't have more than 10 incline, which is completely fine. So we make do with what we have. At this current moment, I'm watching David Onama and Gigic Chatse. It's just the second round, and it's been a semi-decent fight so far. So far, the best fight I've watched is the Nicholas Dowie and Rude Boy fight. So yeah, I'm just excited to see more fights. I don't really have much planned out for today. It's more of a chill day. But I do try and hold off my first meal to around about 2:30, just so I don't eat too much throughout the day. You'll see with my meals, I like to have a lot of volume. So the first thing I do on Sundays when I wake up is check my weight to see if I've gone down. This week I've only lost 0.1, and the week previous I've gone up 1 kilo, which is kind of expected. I was losing a kilo a week previous. And so the first week, switching from a kilo to 0.5 is, you know, I'm not surprised that I put on 1 kilo. I know that's just more from the carbs. But this week I've lost 0.1 only, so I am kind of skeptical. I'm not too worried about it though, because I know I am eating in a calorie deficit regardless. But yeah, it might just take a couple of weeks to actually show on the scale. Anthony Smith has entered. This is his last fight ever. You know, you can tell he's been looking around, he's been looking at the atmosphere, you know, he looks ready to end his career off, you know. But now, what's the real prediction here? What are we saying?
I honestly think Zhang's gonna win, to be honest. That guy seems like a straight up killer, but I want Anthony Smith to win, you know? It's his last fight.
I'm also going to go with Zhang here, just being real about it. It's going to be sad if he gets like KO'd, but you know, that's a sport as well. I hope that he can retire and be happy with his decision, you know?
Yeah.
We'll give you updates on the fight, I guess. As expected, Zhang won, you know? It is what it is. Anthony Smith suffered a bad cut though.
Yeah, definitely. It was a good fight as well, honestly. Zhang really deserved the win. He did everything in his power, and he's just a better man, honestly.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Anthony Smith flipped someone off? I'm so confused right now. What's happening?
Someone in the crowd got to him.
Yeah. You can tell he's a bit emotional because it is his last fight and he didn't give his best performance. But even in his last couple fights, he just gives up on the floor. And it's really sad to see, but that's it. When you don't have it in this sport, you don't have it in the sport.
Yeah, exactly. Just because you're a legend, that doesn't mean anything in the sport. Once you don't have it anymore, that's it.
That's it.
Yeah. But overall, good fight though.
And next up, we got Ian Gary versus Carlos Prates. I'm very excited for that fight as well.
Yeah, that's going to be a really interesting fight, honestly. Most people that I've seen talk about the fight have thought that Carlos Prates is going to win. I honestly have high hopes on Ian Gary, to be honest. I think he's going to do quite well. Especially we've seen him fight top contenders like Shavkat, and he definitely stood the challenge, you know? I've got Ian Gary winning this fight.
Yeah, me too. Most people have been saying that Carlos Prates is going to knock Ian Gary out. Me personally, I don't think he has that bad of a chin. You saw that in the Shavkat fight. He can take good punches.
Yeah, I just think that Carlos Prates has the knockout power. But other than that, I think Ian Gary's just going to control the fight, control the pace, like he usually does, and just secure the win.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be an entertaining fight, but that's just Ian Gary's style, you know? So far, this fight's been really entertaining. Ian Gary looks sharp. He looks great.
Yeah, he's controlling the range like I thought he was going to. And Carlos Prates hasn't really had any answers.
Yeah, kind of surprised. It's been 2 rounds. We're going into the third. I want to see what happens, you know? We've never seen Carlos Prates past this point.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens. We just witnessed the final round of the main event.
The last, that might have been the last minute or the last 30 seconds. Wow, that was crazy. I can't believe it. Ian Gary was pretty much out on the floor, and Carlos Prates didn't capitalize.
That's so crazy. His eyes rolled back, and instead of hitting a couple hammer fists, he decides to try and get up.
Yeah, he was trying to stand up with Ian Gary towards the end. I don't know. I think Ian Gary definitely won the fight. But wow, what a close fight. What a good fight as well. That was a great match.
That showed off Carlos Prates as well. He's got heart. His cardio looked a bit bad towards the end, and I think that's the main reason why he couldn't finish. But wow, what an absolute crazy fight.
Yeah, 100%. I think both their stocks go up as well. Both great fighters. Yeah, I think the main issue was the cardio with Carlos Prates. But yeah, Ian Gary did exactly what I thought he was going to.
Alright, so the fights have just finished. I thought that was a great card, really entertaining. It's about 2:30 now, so I guess it's time to eat now. While eating, I go for volume. This helps a lot on the cut. And I'm going to show you guys what I eat. Just got 900 grams of cucumber weight here. Now I'm going to cut this up, make this look really nice. I'll show you the final results. This is all the cucumber cut up now. And the reason I cut it up like this is because it's a lot harder to eat. If I was just to chew all these little pieces here, it wouldn't take me too long to devour these. So this does take a bit longer for me to eat. And you'll see a common theme on the cut for me, especially trying to make the meals more volume, which is kind of hard to do. I do eat pretty fast, especially when I'm hungry. So it's going to be, it's definitely a new touch I've added, a bit more veg. You know, this is 900 grams, so this is 108 calories. So for 108 calories, the volume is great. I can't complain at all. Now I do add a little seasoning to this bad boy, and that is some salt. Now when I say a little, I mean a lot. Just pour all the salt on, as you'll see here. Just like that. Start of my first meal. I've still got a couple things to add here. Before my first meal, I like to take 2 supplements. My first supplement includes 1 magnesium tablet, and my second supplement just includes 5 grams of creatine. And that's just it really. I'm pretty simple with the supplements. I'll eat my cucumbers first before I start cooking my meat meal, which you guys will see in a second. And this is just so I have to eat, then get up and eat more, just so it takes a lot longer, so I'm less hungry, just in general. And it's really mentally it just feels like I have more food, so I do really enjoy this. I don't enjoy getting up while eating, but it's what you gotta do, you know? You just gotta keep yourself distracted on the cart, and it's all mental really at the end of the day. Magnesium tablet with some creatine. Alright, I'm just about to eat. I've got a movie to watch. I'm really excited to just eat my cucumbers, get out of the way, and then I've also got a Pepsi to wash that down. And let's go. Something I've already realized, I need more salt. Let's get some more salt. I was so hungry before recording these clips, so I forgot to record it with audio. So this is going to be a little voiceover. This meal has 200 grams of lettuce with 200 grams of diced tomato, seasoned with salt and pepper. Then add 300 grams of extra lean mincemeat with 50 grams of onion. Then I follow that up with some Mexican spicy seasoning on top for a nice kick. Then to finish the meal off, I add a low-calorie hot sauce. Today I'm using a mixture of 2 to amplify the taste. This meal is a staple of my diet. With my meat meals, each of these meals packs 63.9 grams of protein for only 515 calories. That's absolutely amazing macros. Alright guys, I just got home. So real quick, I was in a bit of a rush just to eat. I'm super hungry at the moment. So it's about 9:10 right now. And so first little quick snack is 150 grams of berries. In 150 grams of mixed berries, there's 72 calories. So this is a pretty good volume. This is something I just added to my diet recently. I've just been craving some sugar. And then also, to complement that, we've got 1 apple here. And this is 137 grams of a pink lady apple, which is 71 calories. So in total, this meal is 143 calories. And this is just like to spike my insulin real quick. I really do enjoy this meal. It's nice to finally get some sugar in my diet again. And yeah, let's chow down. Alright, final meal of the evening. I just pumped the berries and the apple, and that was really nice. That was really sweet. I really do enjoy that. However, I'm still quite hungry. So I like to finish my nights off with a dessert. Ninja Creamy ice cream. This is 144.5 calories, 25 grams of protein, which is really good. All this is protein powder, stevia, and salt. Very simple ingredients, but this does hit my sweet tooth cravings. I've also got alongside this, 0 sugar Fanta. I've recently been experimenting with the 0 sugar drinks, and I've found out that Fanta is definitely one of my favorites. It's that and Pepsi Max. So as you can see as well, I've got my jumper on and I'm standing right next to the heater. And so one problem I always face on the cart is being cold consistently. And so eating an ice cream doesn't help that. Just from eating the berries and having a Pepsi, usually that's enough to get my body in a state where I'm cold enough to wear a jumper. So let alone when I'm having an ice cream, I literally just have to stand next to the heater. I'm just gonna enjoy this meal. And I usually do have about 3 of these to end my night off. I'm just gonna enjoy my meal, chill out, watch a movie while eating. And yeah, that's basically my night. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This was more just like a raw style video. It was just a quick vlog / day in the life video. Tomorrow is Monday, which is a calculated cheat day, which doesn't mean I can just eat all the calories in the world. Calculate all the calories I can consume, and I make sure I have a high protein intake with those calories, so I'm not too dumb about it. And I don't go too extreme. Then on Tuesday is my low day, so that will also be another video. And yeah, so I don't know how long apart they'll get posted, but yeah, you'll just see the journey. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and I look forward to making more of these ones. Of course, this is more of just an introduction video, so I hope the clips aren't too all over the place. And yeah, I'm gonna keep improving. And I can't wait to see you guys in the next one. Until next time, peace out.